Hi friends, so in this video we are going to see how ICA is going to ask questions from dividend chapters. So we'll go to section 123. Uh, the board of directors of a limited company proposes to transfer more than 10% of the profits of the company to reserves for the current year. Advise the board uh, mentioning the relevant provision. So they want to transfer more than 10 percentage. It's absolutely no percentage which is specified as per the act. So I told you, you have to write in three different paragraphs. The first is called provision, another one is called analysis, another one is called conclusion. So in this we can listen like this. So the first provision, the provision section 123 of the Companies Act 2013 provides that the company may, before declaration of dividend in any financial year, transfer such percentage of the profits to reserves. So the such percentage is totally the board's decision. Therefore, under the Companies Act, the amount to be transferred to reserves out of the profits has left to the discretion of the company's board of directors. Hence, that is now the last line is conclusion. Therefore, the company is free to transfer any part of its profit to reserves. Next, we will go to the next question. Public company has been declaring dividends at the rate of 20% on the equity shares during the last 3 years. The company has not made adequate profits during the year ended 31st March 2015, but it has adequate reserves which can be utilized for maintaining the rate of dividend at 20%. Now, in this question, they are talking about paying dividend from the reserves. So, four rules are applicable. So, as you know, three paragraphs. First paragraph is provision, second paragraph is analysis, and third paragraph is conclusion. So, first provision paragraph. As per the rules of payment of dividend 2014, in case there is inadequacy of the profits in that year, okay, they can pay from the reserves. So the first rule is rate of dividend declared shall not exceed average of rates which is declared by it in last 3 years. Then total amount to be drawn from such accumulated profits does not exceed 1/10 of the paid up capital and free reserves. The amount to be drawn should be first utilized to set off the current year's losses. The balance of the reserve should not fall less than 15%. Now provision is over. Analysis. In the given scenario, the company can declare dividend at the rate of 20% provided it has adequate residual reserves after payment of 15%. Because no the question என்ன சொல்றது, what is the question? The company, they want to declare 20%. Okay, it got adequate reserve which can be utilized for maintaining the rate of dividend. So reserve is adequate because after paying the dividend there should be at least 15% of the paid up capital. No, so it is given in the question itself. The company should have the company should have the dividend recommended by the board of directors and put it for the approval of the general meeting, and they have to pass ordinary resolution in the general meeting. So conclusion is yes, they can give. Then the next question is referring to the provision, examine the situation. The board of directors of ABC Limited proposes to declare the dividend at the rate of 20% to the equity shareholders, despite the fact that the company has defaulted the repayment of public deposits. Now, provision says what? If you have defaulted public deposits, you cannot pay dividend, right? Prohibition on declaration of dividend under section 123 specifically provides that the company which fails to comply with the provision of section 70, that is deposit rules, and section 74 repayment of deposits, shall not, so long situation the failure continues, cannot declare on the equity shares. So this is provision. Now in the given, this is now analysis. In the given instances, the board of directors of the company proposes to declare dividend at the rate of 20% to the equity shareholders, in spite of the fact that the company has defaulted in payment of public deposits accepted before commencement of the Companies Act. So according to the provision, declaration of dividend is not valid. So this is conclusion. The dividend payment is not valid is conclusion. Then so all these things are section 123. The next question, WL Limited is facing a huge losses in the current year. In the immediate preceding 3 financial years, they have declared dividends. So this is almost equivalent to the first. We have already discussed this question initially, average of last 3 years. So here see, you can see the calculation also. 8 plus 10 plus 12 is equal to 30, now divided by 3. So we are calculating the average, etc. So they want to declare, in this question they want to declare 12 percentage, but the average comes to only 10 percentage. This is what you should keep in mind. Hence, therefore, the decision taken by the board to declare 12 percentage is not tenable. See that is the conclusion. So provision, analysis and conclusion. Then the company wants to transfer more percentage of the profits, is already discussed. The company wants to declare dividend from the past reserve instead of current year's profits. So first you should use only current year's profit. Only if it is not adequate, you should go to the previous year's profit. So then government company, 100% paid up capital is held by state government. See, a very important point is, for government company, they cannot declare dividend from the reserves. They have to declare only from the profits. Okay, that because see, in the given case, the government company cannot declare dividend out of the accumulated reserves. Okay, because this is very important. This notification, central government directed that Section 123(1) shall not apply to government company where the entire capital is held by central government or state government or one or more state governments. So from the profits of that year only they can declare. Okay, this is very important. Then now I will go to 124. Actually, this point is very good point only. Wait, I will tell you this question. See, in this the third point added, no, see the third point, profit generated in the financial year till the quarter preceding the date of declaring interim dividend. That means for 31/3/20, okay, even if you may have loss, but before 36/20, okay, in that quarter, that is 1/4/20 to 36/20, if you have profits, okay, and your AGM is on only 39, you can declare interim dividend before 39, that is before 2 AGMs. So the last AGM is 39/19 and current AGM is say 39/20. Before this 2 AGM, say on July month of 2020, if you want to declare interim dividend, you can use the profits earned in June till June 2020, even if you have losses in the 31/3/2020. This is very important actually. Then so we'll go for 124, because 123 there are so many questions we have seen. We'll go for 124 few. See, Others Limited declared dividend at the rate of 8% to their shareholders. Many shareholders failed to claim the payment of dividend. Examine the legal position. What is the duty of the company when the payment of dividend has not been claimed by the shareholders? Where the company put the unpaid dividend in circumstances the business purpose. Okay, a circulation, whether they can circulate for the business purpose. See, first 124 you should write, where a dividend has been declared by the company but not paid or claimed within 30 days, the company shall transfer within 7 days of the date of expiry of the 30 days, transfer the amount which remains unpaid, okay, to where unpaid dividend account. Default in transferring the amount, if any, made in the transferring total amount as referred, it shall pay from the default interest of say 12%. That means after 30th day, within 7 days if you have not transferred, then 12% interest you should give. This has nothing to do with that 18% interest mentioned in section 127. That is for declared but not paid. This is only from transfer to dividend account to unpaid dividend account. So these are all provision. Where the payment of dividend has not been claimed by the shareholder, the company, there is analysis within 7 days after the expiry of 30 days has to transfer to unpaid dividend account. Since the other division, others limited, put the unpaid dividend into circulation of the business purpose, it is considered as default made by the company. Hence, the company shall pay from the date of such default interest of the amount has not been transferred to the said account at the rate of 12%. So they have to pay 12% per annum interest. Next, so this is Supreme Limited decided to declare dividend at the rate of 10% on its 10 lakh equity shares of 10 rupees each on 30th September 2016. The dividend warrants were dispatched, so there is no problem from the company because they have properly dispatched the dividend warrants, except three shareholders. So only three shareholders they have not dispatched due to title dispute. On ascertaining the position, it was observed that the dividend warrants of 1,50,000 rupees were not encashed by the remaining shareholders. So there are two cases. One is some people of 50,000 shares, they have not been dispatched dividend warrants, and dividend warrant worth rupees 1,50,000 has not been encashed. So what you should do? You should transfer this to unpaid dividend account. If you are not transferring to unpaid dividend account after the 7 days from the 30th day, then they have to pay 12% interest. So till this paragraph, 12% interest paragraph, you can understand. Then IEPF paragraph. So when the person comes and claims, IEPF have to give. So apply for the payment of claimed amount. Any person claiming is entitled for claimant, he can come and claim with the IEPF, and the IEPF will give him back the shares as well as the amount collected from him. So accordingly, Supreme Limited has to transfer unpaid dividend of rupees 50,000 and plus 1,50,000 rupees on unpaid dividend to the unpaid dividend account. In after 7 years, till they are not claimed, then should transfer to IEPF account. In this question, see the next question, third question, they are talking about demat and all. See, actually I told you yesterday in the revision class that demat account has been opened by IEPF in SBI as well as in PNB. That also you should remember, and you should make sure that 3 months before the 7th year you should give a public notice, and 1 month after the 7th year is over you have to transfer to IEPF account. In 2017 alone they have given some extension of times, but after 2017 there is no extension. So like this you have to answer. I hope you understand what ICAI expects from you. Okay, from 125 I will explain one question from 125. Name the authority who may establish the IEPF for safeguarding the interest of the shareholders. So who is this authority? Central government is the authority. So what they will utilize this fund? Okay, the amount that can be credited or interested fund, or central government will give grants, then donations, then unpaid dividend after 7 years, then what they will do, then they will do investments. Actually they have to maintain some investments and all, no, because the fund should not be kept idle. So they will make some investment. From that investment they will make some income. Then mature deposit, mature debentures, all those things will be credited here if the company has not redeemed or redemption amount not claimed, etc. And what they will utilize this money, they will use for refunding the claims, and awareness, they will create investors awareness. Then any cases to be handled now, for that you can use this fund. Then this is abeyance, 126 is abeyance. So see one question we will see here. Ramesh has purchased the shares from Banu. He has applied for the transfer of shares. His name has failed to get registered. The company has declared dividend. Referring to the provision, comment about whether he will receive dividends. In case if there is a dispute in the title deeds, it will be kept in abeyance actually. So section 126, where the instrument of transfer has been delivered to the company for registration of shares and not get registered by the company shall transfer the dividend to the unpaid dividend account unless the company is authorized by the registered holder that share transfer deed has been properly supplied. So SH4 has to be given. Applying the provision, the company shall transfer dividend to Mr. Ramesh shares to unpaid dividend account, because if there is a dispute, if it has been given to the old transferor, then the transferor's duty to give to the transferee. So punishment, annual general meeting of the company declares a dividend at the rate of say 30%. So AGM declared a dividend of 30% payable on paid up capital as recommended by the board, but the company was unable to post the dividend warrant to equity shareholders. The Ranjan filed a suit for payment at the rate of 20%. That see is asking 20% rate of interest. Whether it is possible to give 20%? No, it is not possible to give 20%. It's only 18%. So section 127 first provision we can write. Section 127 says penalty for non-payment of declared dividend within prescribed time. Section 127 says where a dividend has been declared by the company but not been paid within 30 days, every director will be punishable with imprisonment after a period of 2 years. And for a company it say 18% interest, so therefore they cannot claim 18%, they cannot claim 20%, they can claim only 18%. So the next question, so this question also almost same only. Then it's abeyance question. This is within 15 days. They have 30 days time. No, within 15 days they paid. That question this is. This is call money adjusting question. In this question, see, the person is holding equity shares of face value say 10 lakhs, but not paid an amount of rupees 1 lakh towards the call money, and the company will be paying him dividends of say 1.2 lakhs. So they will adjust this 1 lakh and they will pay only 20,000 rupees. This is that question. So I hope what institute is expecting from you, you will understand now. So write your answer accordingly.